K-pop is bad for culture, and guess what? You're part of it. Whether you jam to K-pop or not, this affects you. K-pop isn't just a sprinkle on pop culture anymore. It is pop culture. And nope, it's not a pleasant surprise. Let's dive into the mess. Twisted beauty standards, pick-me culture, and the whole commercialization of natural beauty into endless skincare products. We're talking about exploitation, fetishization, and Orientalism from both the producer and consumer sides, plus the wild, cult-like fan and anti-fan culture. First, let's talk about Koreaboos. These are folks so obsessed with Korean culture, they ditch their own and claim to be Korean. They mimic K-pop idols, sprinkle Korean phrases into their speech, and some even use glue to make their eyes look monolitted. It's beyond reason, putting Korean culture on a pedestal above all else. Fan culture in K-pop is intense. Parasocial relationships, where fans feel they know their idols personally, can become downright unhealthy. Fans put idols on pedestals, and any critique is taken personally. I experienced this firsthand with a video on Blackpink. Fans got personal, my TikTok was taken down, and I got flooded with hate messages across all platforms. It was like I'd committed a crime against humanity for simply sharing an opinion. Now, Orientalism. It's the representation of Asia in a stereotyped, colonialist way. It's not just a trendy word, but a concept rooted in colonial histories. The East is seen as mysterious and sensational. K-pop feeds off this, blending East and West to create a thrilling experience that's not too foreign. The music, fashion, and even subtle plastic surgeries cater to a Eurocentric aesthetic with Eastern touches. Appealing to the Western gaze isn't inherently bad, but the issue pops up with tragedies like the 2021 Atlanta shooting. The shooter targeted Asian women, revealing the hypersexual and docile trope of Asian women. K-pop isn't to blame for these stereotypes, but it cashes in on this obsession. K-pop is a marketing masterpiece. What's it selling? Unrealistic beauty and weight standards, the booming K-beauty industry, and a so-called culture. Globalization in the internet era has made us more accepting of diversity, but also brought a tidal wave of new pop culture and ideas. Speak yourself, right? But K-pop isn't about celebrating Asian culture. It's designed to target the Western market, making fetishizing Orientalism cozy and normal. It's a product monetizing a fabricated culture, manipulating people into thinking this must be culture. Parasocial relationships can have serious mental health implications. Fans often develop a sense of intimacy and connection with their idols, believing they know them personally. This can lead to unrealistic expectations and emotional distress when the idol does something unexpected or controversial. Fans might neglect real-life relationships and responsibilities, focusing all their emotional energy on someone who doesn't even know they exist. This can lead to feelings of isolation, depression, and anxiety. The constant comparison to K-pop idols' flawless images can also damage self-esteem and body image. Fans strive to emulate the unrealistic beauty standards set by their idols, leading to unhealthy behaviors like extreme dieting and excessive cosmetic procedures. The pressure to look perfect is relentless and can result in long-term mental health issues. And then there's the anti-fan culture. Haters spend energy hating on idols they don't know. A Pink got bomb threats, and Girls' Generation's Taeyeon was literally pulled away by a random guy. This is dangerous and toxic, turning K-pop into an emotional roller coaster for fans and anti-fans alike. When the illusion shatters, fans face a crisis. Their idols aren't saints who never burp or sweat. They neither belong to you, nor were the perfect beings you imagined. This leads to an existential crisis and is unfair to idols who must live up to unrealistic standards. So yes, K-pop's cult-like fandom and its appeal to fetishization of Orientalism are bad for culture. It's adding diversity to the music industry, but also creating a toxic environment. What do you think? Is K-pop a good influence on popular culture? Let me know in the comments. And don't even get me started on the fan culture issues. K-pop fans, often referred to as stans, can be incredibly toxic. They harass, they bully, and they attack anyone who dares to say a single negative word about their idols. It's like a mob mentality. I've seen people get doxxed, receive death threats, and have their entire online presence destroyed because they expressed an opinion. It's not just unhealthy, it's dangerous. Fans dedicate countless hours to streaming music videos, voting in online polls, and defending their idols on social media. This obsessive behavior is encouraged by the industry, which rewards fans with fan meetings, exclusive content, and other perks. It creates a cycle of dependency where fans feel they must constantly prove their loyalty. It's manipulative and exploitative. These fans, driven by their intense parasocial relationships, often lose sight of reality. They spend money they don't have on albums, merchandise, and concert tickets, all in the name of supporting their idols. It's an endless cycle of spending and obsessing, with the industry reaping the benefits. And let's talk about sasaengs. These are extreme fans who invade idols' privacy, stalking them, and even breaking into their homes. It's terrifying and puts the idol's safety at risk. Yet, the industry does little to protect them, often brushing off these incidents as part of the job. The pressure on idols to maintain a perfect image is immense. They can't date, they can't have opinions, and they must always look flawless. This constant scrutiny takes a toll on their mental health. Many idols suffer from anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues. Some have even taken their own lives. It's heartbreaking and points to a systemic issue within the industry. So, is K-pop worth it? Is this level of obsession and exploitation really what we want in our pop culture? It's time to take a hard look at the darker side of K-pop and ask ourselves if this is truly the kind of influence we want to embrace. Like and subscribe for more content.